We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes.
We who believe in freedom and freedom.
This exhibit, called Promise of Freedom, the Emancipation Proclamation, is intended to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation. We include in the exhibit a number of documents about slavery in Fairfield, when Fairfield had one of the highest proportions of slaves in Connecticut.
Tonight's event and the exhibition Promise of Freedom commemorates both President Lincoln's bold leadership at a time of national crisis, as well as the thousands of acts of defiance and bravery that ordinary African Americans helped fulfill our country's promise of freedom.
George Washington led the United States as our first president under our Constitution. But we all know that under that Constitution, much work was left to be done. Lincoln came to Connecticut in that election process and spoke at numerous locations, including not far from here in Bridgeport. In fact, at any given time, no state contributed more in armaments, in uniforms, in foodstuffs than the state of Connecticut. I care deeply about that which we celebrate today, 150 years of freedom.
I am really deeply honored to say a few words here because the contribution that this center makes to Connecticut is so profound and meaningful, not just in the physical structure, but really in the respect for history, and not just in the documents that you have on display, but for the spirit behind those documents. We are a great country because of the genius of those documents.
The Emancipation Proclamation, January 1st, 1863.
By the President of the United States of America.
A proclamation.
Whereas on the 22nd day of September, in the year of our Lord 1862, a proclamation was issued by the President of the United States, containing, among other things, the following to wit:
all persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state, the people whereof shall be in rebellion against the United States, shall be then forward and forever free.
Will recognize and maintain the freedom of such persons and will do no act or acts to repress such persons.
And for the purpose aforesaid, I do order and declare that all persons held as slaves within said designated states and parts of states are and henceforth shall be free.